You said just hit it. You are
Uh,
live. It's your boy Tipsy
we are live.
Japan back with another episode of Across Time and Space. A.T.A.S.
A.T.A.S.
I'm here with my co-host Ace, who'd like to give a self-introduction, and I'll give him the floor. Go ahead.
My name's Ace. I'm from Cross Culture. I know that we've been bouncing back and forth from place to place, because we're going across time and space. But I do hope that we're able to get the audio up and running. I'm working behind the scenes on that, looking at different things so that maybe you can walk and talk with us, or you
Mhm.
can just chill out while you're doing something else. That way you can still get all of the brain nutrition of the
Mm.
podcast without having to jump back and forth to too many places.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, the audio is going to be available on anywhere you get your podcast, but we're going to put it out there using Anchor, and I'm pretty sure that they are on SoundCloud and all these other platforms. So Google, it's available through Google Podcasts as well, iTunes. So yeah, we're going to be out there. Now that we have the name, now we have the place, now we have the time, and we have the space. Yeah. So again, this is the 5th episode. In the previous episode, we were on cross culture, discussing chapter 4 of The Beautiful Struggle by Ta-Nehisi Coates. Today, I'm going to look at the camera. All right. Yeah, I always make it a point to tell myself that while I'm on cross culture, but this is back home. We're over here at TPC Japan. So yes, welcome to the podcast. We're going to be broadcasting live from the studio today for the next 30 minutes plus, but probably about 35 minutes. Okay. Just some updates though. Updates. What's going on in the life of an ACE? What's going on in the life of TPC Japan? Yes, it's been a month. It's been a drought of a lot of trials and tribulations. Okay. I was trying a lot of new things. I had to spend some time by myself in my castle while, my wife was growing in her way so that she could come back and be the nourishing presence that she needs to be. Now, I know that may sound weird to some of you, but those of you who know me personally know what we've been going through and know that everything is for the glory of God. We're building internally, we're building physically. I've been building physically. You guys are gonna see a difference soon. But also, building a frame, and we're gonna fill that in with love, as always. Okay. So yes, today we're going to talk about. I'm sorry. Updates as far as your side on your channel.
Updates on my channel.
Yeah.
I'm actually doing a lot of introspection, looking to what exactly do I want the channel to become? What niche do I want to fill? And how do I want to go about doing that? Because I don't want it to just be like thrown together. I'm a little bit of a perfectionist. That's why videos haven't been coming out as much as they should, because I'm hypercritical of myself. But I'm definitely looking into getting up and running, more consistent, because that's what you all deserve.
Absolutely. We talk about life hacks sometime, managing your time better than before. And when you become the brand, when you're out there on YouTube or on these social media platforms, using that as a way to improve your influence on your community, as well as expand your possibilities and make the best version of yourself. Sometimes using technology helps in that regard. One piece of tech that has its good points and its negative points is the smartphone. The negative point being that it's super smart, And we just tend to use it a lot. It's a tool. But the problem with that tool is that, sometimes, we spend too much time on it, and we don't realize what's going on outside of the smartphone. In our actual presence, we have a person there in front of us that needs to be interacted with. We have responsibilities that need to be taken care of in that actual space. So one thing that I've used to improve my time management skill is use my calendar. To have a daily planner where I have like these little tabs of things I need to get done. But I use these. The reason I use tabs is because I can move them, I can slide them around, and I can see very clearly. The purple or blue are for things that are regarding like myself only. Yellow are like promises or things that I have to do with other people. I should go this way. I can't do that backwards. Yeah. Involving, okay. Other people, I should look and then do it. Yeah. Involving other people is yellow. But then if I have a promise, then that's going to be pink or orange. Now, this day is important to me because if I plan on the day, on that specific day, then I go with purple, yellow, and pink. If I plan a day in advance, then I get to use blue, green, and orange. It's just like my thing. But, I want to plan the day before. I want to set up in advance. Now, this thing, though, this, book here of plans, I do that on paper. But, I may not always have access to that paper. I usually have a smartphone in my hand. So I've spent this week integrating Google Calendar with my paper calendar, and that's been working out a lot better because now I have I had like little reminders, for example, like this is check at 12 and check at 4 and check at 8, and now that I have a reminder in Google Calendar, it's coming up. I get an alarm at just a few minutes before 4, just a few minutes before 12 and before 8. Say, hey, check your calendar, check your progress, see where you are. Got just so many hours left in the day, and when that day is done, it's done. But like I'm good at planning at the beginning of the day, but at the end of the day, it's just like, man, I already got my steps in. I already, I had enough. So I don't even want to look at the calendar sometimes. So, but it's a reminder. It's a reminder for myself. So yeah.
So you're actually bridging the gap between high tech and low tech.
Yeah.
I don't know. From when I went to Japan, I started to see very intentional things. Like Japanese people are not haphazard. Everything is thought out, meticulous. Things are there for a purpose. And I don't want to offend anybody or say anything but I feel like that's very Japanese of you to be more intentional, to be like, okay, this is the plan. Yes, but the execution needs work. Okay, so we're going to bridge it with this. We're going to bring these two things together so that we can have a better outcome.
See, I'd love to give Japanese credit for that, but I don't know if it's Japan that did that for me. I know Japan's helping me to get there because they are so time meticulous. Like Japanese, being on time means being 5 minutes early. Being there at the actual time is almost like late, borderline disrespectful. And being there 5 minutes late is, I want to say I disrespect you, but I can't say it to you outwardly. So I'm just going to make you waste 5 minutes of your time. Huh? If I was running late, I was running late for, it wasn't because I was hating on you. It wasn't nothing to do with you. All right. I was trying to get everything done. I was trying to, no, that it don't work like that over here. And, that works on my subconscious because I have to maintain relationships. Like I have to, I got to make people happy. I don't need to run around disrespecting them, So yeah, trying to live in a society that's at a higher standard when it comes to time control and time organization really does up your ante. I mean, that's not an October thing, but you know, every season. There's a good word for you. Ichijitsu ishu. Ichijitsu senshu. Ichijitsu senshu. Let me add that to
Ichijitsu senshu.
Yeah. I'll add it to the banner so our audience can see that. But Ichijitsu is 1 day. And senshu is 1,000 and autumn.
Okay. Oh wow, you even got the kanji there.
Yeah.
Playing no games now.
Yeah. Ichijitsu senshu. So 1 day is like 1,000. I was like 1,000 years. And 1,000 years is 1 day. We've been there before. We've been there before, Jeremiah. Chapter 39, I think. 39, 31. Yeah. 1 day is 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is 1 day. But that's really what it comes down to with this expression, because 1,000 autumns is 1,000 years, because the autumn comes once a year.
Once a year,
yeah. So in autumn, you know, this is the time where my tension goes up the highest. This is leading up to my birthday. It's leading up to Thanksgiving. It's leading up to, it's Halloween, of course, but it's the time of harvest and the time of planting. This is my favorite time of year, orange, red, everything. I love it. And Christmas is coming. The king is on the way. Can't beat that. Okay. Can't beat that.
Okay. I mean, and you love Odin, so there's that.
Oh yeah. Odin. Oh no, I'm thinking of Odin like the Norse god Odin.
The Norse god? No, the Japanese soup. What are you doing, man?
I know. But you love Odin, and I love Hermes. I'm like, what?
No.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I hope so. Me too. I was thinking about Nike though. We were just talking about Nike and Nikkei just a few minutes before we turn on the camera. So my mind was already, Greek gods.
Yeah, okay. And a pantheon.
And the pantheon. Oh, Odin. Yeah, well, you love Odin, don't you? I love Odin. It's not Odin.
Oh, Odin.
Yeah, Odin. All right.
Oh.
Please.
Odin. Okay.
Yeah, Odin. Odin. Yeah, that's the autumn food. Yeah, and it's delicious. What Odin is, it's a type of soup that's made in broth, and it's basically that the ingredients are bubbling in this broth all day until you actually pick one. So like the flavor is just getting deeper and deeper into the food, and the different types of ingredients that are involved are egg. We'll start with the egg. Chikua, which is baby bamboo. It's from baby bamboo. Okay. You have cognac. Yeah, which is spelled cognac in English. COGNAC with the nyat thing underneath it. Umlaut or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, people are not listening so that they'll learn how to make Odin. They just, want a brief explanation. But it's delicious, right? You just got all kinds of yummy fish-based treats inside of a soup. And a soup, have you ever had the goat tea?
Oh, Manish water.
Yeah, I don't like saying Manish water.
That's what it is. December, and once it comes around, it's a Jamaican goat soup made from the whole goat, every part of the goat, and the first serving is usually drunk out of the goat's skull.
Whew.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
You've had it though?
Oh yeah, I had it.
Let's
see, 2006 going into 2007,
and that's when you decided
2006 going into 2007, because I was in Jamaica. So this was like 100% authentic.
Woo.
It was good stuff. I think I got a piece of intestine in mine. It did not taste bad. I'm not gonna knock it at all. It did not taste bad.
Yeah, well, I mean, chitlins is
Never
a thing.
had them.
They smell a little powerful. They're a little spicy.
From what I hear.
Yeah, I mean, you had goat brains out of a goat head, so you know.
Oh
I
no
don't even feel no kind of way.
no. I didn't drink it. I said traditionally the first serving, like the person who it's like, oh, okay, all right, here's the first serving, and then I had mine out of a styrofoam cup, man. You playing games?
Oh, you weren't allowed to. You weren't allowed to get goat brains.
Nah, that's like the master of ceremonies type thing.
Head of the household.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, pay homage to you, old grandfather. No.
Right. But okay, so fish tea soup.
Fish tea.
That's a separate thing, huh?
Yeah, but it's just called fish tea.
Fish tea. Because it's good too, there.
In England, they just say tea for a lot of hot things.
Everything is tea for them.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
What I'm saying is, it's good. It is good though.
I've never had it.
They got it over there on the half. Oh, well, you can't go to Albany.
I'm not on the half.
All right. Yeah. As a reminder for the co-host and the host, we're broadcasting from Chiba, Japan, and Southern California.
The southern of the southern California.
Yeah, we say like that.
I'm 30 minutes away from the border of Mexico.
30 minutes or 30 clicks?
30 minutes. Clicks? Kilometers? You're playing games.
Which one's closer?
Miles are longer than kilometers, correct?
Sure are.
So I would think that it's more than 30 clicks because I think it's about 30 miles.
It's more, but it's only a half an hour away. You could travel 30 miles in a half hour. So then you can travel.
If you're going 60 miles an hour, then you're going a mile a minute.
And then you're going to get there in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Which means that it must be shorter than 30 clicks.
That's what I said. Oh, no, it's shorter. Longer.
More than 30 clicks. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you'll get there.
More than 30 clicks. 30 miles.
Maybe it's 30 miles or so. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. As far as your tech for improving your life and balance at this juncture. Yeah. Go ahead. Galaxy Master.
Galaxy Master. Okay.
Go ahead.
So yeah, I guess this guy right here.
Oh wait, focus that.
You done cut me off. You gonna call me the Galaxy
this
Master?
Guy right here.
Cut me off like that? All right. So I got a smartwatch. I copied Tipsy Japan because he had the Galaxy Watch 1, and I was like, oh, he's talking about how he's getting all these steps and how he's keeping them on track, and it's like, man, I gotta get one. So I got one. And then recently the Galaxy Watch 4 came out, and I bought that for my wife, and I was like, oh, I'll wait until October to get mine, and I couldn't wait, so I got it last month. And it's different. It keeps track of way more than the Galaxy Watch, the first model, did.
Really?
And I mean, I can take my pulse, which the first one could do, but I could also do an electrocardiogram. So if there's any arrhythmia in my heart, it's not to substitute for going to your doctor, but it might just catch some early warning signs, things like that. Automatically tracks my workouts. It's the way that it integrates with my phone and Google as a whole. It's beautiful. And I'm still looking at doing more. I noticed that my steps are going up. I've been ahead of a certain somebody with my steps. So, just saying.
Hold on. What you talking? You talking about this month?
I haven't checked today. But for majority of this month, I have been in front of you. I'm going to throw that out there.
We can throw that up. We can throw that out the window.
Oh
Cause
no.
cause so this is the thing. We're both using Samsung apps to improve our consistency.
Yeah.
Sometimes it helps to work out with someone. I mean, this is like Big Brother, Big Bill and Ta-Nehisi, all right? They go to
Oh yeah,
school,
yeah, yeah.
and once they had that community, we talk about the community just a little bit in chapter 5, but they had a community that they were growing through at that school, and knowledge is being passed on from or passed down from the babas, as they call them, which is interesting. That's what they call older women in Japan too, babas.
Baba. That's weird because it was mamas and babas.
Yeah. Oh, but babas wasn't dads though.
I would think so.
No, 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 no. I thought it was women. I thought it was women.
But I mean, you would be calling both mamas and babas?
I mean, mamas would be mother, and babas would be baba. Like,
I think it's kind of the so I
Oh, I
took this
mean,
memory class freshman year in college, and it's like the P sound and the B sound are basically the same, but one is more labial and one is more in your mouth. So baba is more labial, and papa is less labial. So
labial.
it's kind of labial with your lips.
Oh yeah, that's the I went to late. I was thinking. Okay,
Mm-hmm. Keep it ready, PG.
it's a kid's show, but this is a scientific term, and these things are related, and you don't realize it until you said labial.
Labial,
You
having to
have.
do with the lips.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Nah, bro. You ain't just get away with that. You ain't just gonna get away with that. Nah, bro. I ain't say it. I didn't say it. You walked right into it. Uh-uh. Uh-uh.
I said nothing. I said nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. So Baba, Papa, Mama is more labial than Papa. Baba.
Mama, yeah, very labial. Because it's all in lips.
The M sound.
M.
Interestingly though, the M sound and the N sound are both in the middle of the alphabet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dead center. It's 26.
Yeah, dead center. Yep.
13 to the left,
13.
13 to the right. Right. You said MS-13?
M is 13. Chill, MS 13.
No, I'm just saying that's what's over there in Columbus Circle, right? I mean,
Oh God, Columbus.
chill. Oh
Gosh.
all right. M is 13. That's what you said
Yes.
just now?
Yes.
Yeah, M is number 13. And N is also number 13 from the opposite direction. Right? In Japanese, both sounds only have
one character.
One character. But there's two different ways of using it. Two different ways of using it. And basically, if the n or sound comes before a B, then it's always going to be pronounced as M, like an M. So shinbun. You can't say shinbun. Like, yeah, you're not going to have. So my question is, do you have words in English where before the letter B, you'd have a letter N, not a letter M? And if you do, is that just like that? Are they making some kind of mistake?
All right. So the first word that comes to mind, and I don't know why, but it's Tannenbaum. But it's also a German. German word?
Tannenbaum?
Yeah. I think that's how you pronounce it. And it's something to do with Christmas. That's all I can think of.
I thought like Royal Tenenbaums or something like that.
I don't know. I might have to look it up because
Yeah, we'll have the
I only
pronunciation.
know this much German. Like, I'm not well versed.
It's not the English word.
Yeah, but I mean, English, how many words in English are actually English?
And if you say Tenenbaum to any English speaker, do they know what you're talking about?
I don't know. But you say
I
fiance to anybody, they'll know what it's talking, but it's not an
that
English word.
fiance is an English word now. It
Fiance
is.
is of French origin.
Oh, we're not talking about origins. We're talking about the words that appear in the Noah Webster Dictionary. Thank you, West Hartford, Connecticut.
Okay, but I mean
If
that
it
could be
appears,
any.
if no, not
So
any word
if
is
that
English
word
now.
appears in there, then that means yeah. So you have your computer in front of you. Can you
I have a
search it?
dictionary in front of me. But I don't know what the spelling of that word is. And if you use the
I think
internet,
it would be TANEN.
TANEN. Oh, this is why. This is why.
This is why we use paper.
Yeah, but I don't have a pen. Get over here.
I thought you said you have a dictionary in front of you.
I do.
Ah.
This is not connected to the internet. And the thing is, if you always connected to the internet, sometimes you're going to get things that are just so up to date that no one even knows how to use it. Go ahead.
So up to date that no one knows how to use it. What do you mean?
Yeah. I mean, like the newest generation has figured out how to use TikTok like that. Are you well versed in the language of TikTok?
Nope.
I don't know what they doing in there.
Yo, they're doing a lot. They're video editing on the fly, man. I'm just like,
They are.
this takes me hours.
It takes moments. Like I'm trying to get on that level, but like it's a task. I'm not native to that, you know. So I'm native to my version of English, and things that appear in the dictionary, they have to be vetted. Okay. So the things in this dictionary have been vetted. This is the Oxford or the New American Oxford Dictionary. It's it's on a chip, and it's been added to this dictionary, and it's not getting updates day to day, and you're not getting edit and post edit. This is a standard.
Okay.
It's a standard. So go ahead. Tenenbaums. How we spell it?
Tenenbaum.
How you spell it?
TAN. I mean, I'm guessing here.
AN. Well, you got the internet too. TAN. EN.
Yes.
Nah, bro.
BAUM?
Nah.
No.
TANEN.
Yeah.
Nah.
Try IN then.
How do you spell Tenenbaum?
Tenenbaum is spelled TENENBAUM.
All right.
So I mean, it is a word, and there's an N before the B.
Tenenbaum. Yeah.
That's it. It's a word. The N is before the B.
What does it mean? Pray tell.
Can you ask Google?
That's what I'm saying.
Hey Google.
Google's giving me a capital
Tenenbaum
T.
mean?
It's a person's name.
Fir tree. On the website
It's a fir tree.
Merriam-Webster.com, they say fir tree, Christmas tree. To find out more, look for the link in your Google Home or Google Assistant app.
Yes. So I guess it's a fir tree, just like Douglas, or what
That's
other fir trees are there?
Right. Tenenbaum.
So it's a proper, yeah. But there's a song that actually has that word in it, and it's a Christmas song.
The name, it's a Christmas tree.
Yeah. So I mean, all fir trees are Christmas trees. They're coniferous.
The Royal Tenenbaums movie.
So that's what you were saying, royal. Yeah.
Okay.
See, we learn things here.
Yep. One word at a time. All right. Sometimes that's what it takes. Every word is a symbol. All right. And we're discussing the symbol. Go ahead.
I had this realization. Well, every time I learn a language, I have this realization that I don't know very much about English, and it takes me learning another language to realize how much of English I don't know. Like direct object pronouns. Didn't learn about those until junior year of high school
Mm-hmm.
when I was taking Spanish, and okay, all right, we're gonna do direct object pronouns or the subjunctive.
She just
You know,
dropped that on you and just like,
what is that? What are you talking about?
What exactly are you referring to? You were talking about something that I've been using my whole life, but I didn't know the grammatical term for it.
Exactly.
You say direct object pronouns. You talking about give this to him, and him would be the direct object pronoun. Oh yeah, all right.
Receiving the action. Yeah.
Mokuteki kaku no daimeishi. Mokuteki kaku daimeishi. Or daimeishi no mokuteki kaku. Yeah. I don't know why I know it in Japanese. You know why? Because I learned it here as I was teaching them, to be honest.
Because
you know what's interesting about those? What did you call them? Direct object
pronouns.
Pronouns. Okay. Direct object pronouns. Interesting thing about those is that they mostly end in M. Besides her.
Japanese.
Besides her.
Oh. There's they, them.
Yeah. Them. Him.
Him. Her.
And Shem.
Shem.
No.
Shem and Japheth. No.
Yeah. Japheth. And a bad Negro.
Ham, Sham, Japheth. Oh no, that's Oh my goodness. All I can remember is the mnemonic. That's crazy. Yeah. They used to say, make the bed, shake the bed, to bed we go.
Meshach. How do you remember it? Meshach,
and Abednego. And a bad Negro. As most
a bad Negro. Yeah. I mean, this dude stepped in the fire, right? Stepped in the fire like it was nothing.
All three of them did.
Yeah. But it was a bad Negro that came out first. Yeah. Bendigo. Shadrach, Meshach. It wasn't Meshach, Shadrach. It was Shadrach, Meshach. Yeah, in that order. Yeah.
Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's a word for you.
Not Abednego.
No. And that's kind of funny because most people would say, okay, well, N is supposed to come before D because of the way it sounds. But this is not of English origin. It's Abednego. Abednego.
Abednego.
Yep.
I'll give that to you. I will give that to you. And raise a cup of green tea. Yeah.
A cup of green tea.
Yeah. How you spell Meshach? Might as well just for the.
No.
What?
I can't.
Meshach is the hard one. Abednego is the easy
one? Meshach is the hard one because I never really, I'd like to just gloss over them because it's like, okay, this is pronounced correctly, and then when I get to Abednego, I would say Abednego, and I was like a stutter, so it stuck out because of that. But Meshach, probably it's M-I, the English spelling anyway, Mishek.
Meshach, Meeshek. Meshach.
No, Mee.
Meshach.
Mi.
Mi would sound nice. Yeah, that was
Mishek.
Mishaq. Meshach. All right.
Buck off, Meshach.
Now, before we bring today's feast to its climax, I wanted to talk about trouble because we're talking about Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
Yes, there you go.
And they were in trouble with the king for doing the right thing, right? They didn't want to bow to any idols or bow to any men. I mean, they're going to bow to any mountain. All right. Fire for that.
Yeah.
And throw them in the fire. All right. Fire for us. Fire for us. All right. It's terrible. So, they got in trouble for doing the right thing. But my boy Ta-Nehisi got in trouble for doing the wrong thing. And I wanted to talk a little about getting in trouble. Was there ever a time when you were a young guy coming up doing the wrong thing and got in trouble for it? It's time to confess.
Oh no. I just shared this story. Okay.
I don't know how much you want to share on the internet. This is the internet. So
go crazy. Internet. But I mean, it's come.
If it's
something that's happened long enough ago. It's come and gone. I'll share it.
Okay, as long as it's come full circle and you've already apologized, whoever needs to be apologized to, and they're not gonna feel bad about it now.
Could you imagine? Oh,
yeah.
Gosh. Oh, I can't believe you owe me $5.
He's brandishing what he did to me on the internet, like as though. As long as it's nothing along those lines,
No.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go for it.
All right. So, it was probably
as long as we can make lemonade out of your lemons.
I mean, I hope so, because
as long as there's a message behind your mess.
Find the message in my mess.
All right, go ahead.
All right. So I had to be a junior or senior in college, or not college. Sorry, high school.
Okay.
Yeah. So young and dumb. So in my school, there was actually a branch of a local bank. And I went up to the teller, I knew the teller, outside of their job. And I literally said, I'm here to take all the money. Right. And thinking nothing of it, I'm just there, actually completing my transaction.
Oh.
But the person behind the desk was trained to hit the silent alarm when something like that happens.
Oh, no.
So
you know the guy, but you thought you knew
her. Yeah. So it just so happened that it was some type of official in the school. It wasn't a security guard. It was like, hey, come with me type thing. And then they put me in this little room, not like nothing hostile. Yeah. But then there was a police officer there, and then was like, yes, you
your first time talking to the police?
No.
Okay.
Not my first time talking to police.
All right, we're gonna need 2 weeks. We're gonna need 2 weeks of confessions. I'm sorry.
2 weeks of confession. Trying to get all my stories out.
Okay.
So it was just like basically they gave me a piece of paper and basically had to read over it and sign my name. Then had a court date. I got my pastor to come and vouch for my character, and I was able to do like a kind of like an expungement of my record. Do some community service and did you learn your lesson? Don't do it again type thing. But it definitely did shape me to the point that shape.
Did you feel shaken as well?
Oh yeah, I felt shaken during the whole thing at the school. Yeah, definitely. But I actually did work with
you up dry.
Ooh,
oh my goodness.
I actually did work with juvenile justice involved youth. And I felt a lot of what they went through because of that. So it made me, in the long run, it made me more sympathetic to their plight. And that's something that I have to thank God for, because
you were so much better for it.
Yeah, exactly.
And you didn't even do nothing.
Hardly.
I mean, you
Just
said
those
something.
words.
You said the wrong words.
Just those words is all it took.
But that's the thing. It's not your intentions behind the words at all. It's how the words are taken that you have to be responsible for. And we're so quick to say, but this is what I meant by it. It doesn't even matter what you meant by it.
It's how I took it.
It doesn't matter what you meant by it. It's how other people take it. And that's the plight. That's the struggle in the United States, because I mean, if you're super aware of the social program that other people have gone through, or the actual training that people have gone through to react to just anything that you say, just because of the way that you look in that position that you're in, if you're aware of that, then, I mean, if everyone was aware of that, they would go nuts. All right. It's just a small minority of us that don't realize how other people might take it, and I mean, Big Bill's coming down the hallway, and he already had, was that Big Bill? No. That was Ta-Nehisi. He was big at that point, and his pops was like, you're a grown man. You're becoming a grown man, and people are going to, they're going to be, afraid of you type of thing. You have to worry about the way that you handle yourself. You're a big black man, and I was like, wow. Yeah, you were a customer in that situation, but there's already the fear level must have been up here. And you just say something that comes off as a joke in your mind, but to them it's like, I can press the button. I have to press the button. If I don't press it and something happens, then I wasn't following protocol. I could lose my life. They got so many different things going on in their heads, and it's just like, bro, I'm just playing with you. You think there's a double standard? You better understand what the standard is. All right? You can't do that, man. Can't do that. I just today. Yeah. Now you know, and now you know about the plight of other people in that situation. That maybe they did like make actual mistakes. They're just like, okay, kind of crossed the line there, kid, but come on back. Like, we're gonna straighten you out type thing. Like that's so enlightening. For me, I mean, even today, I wasn't in trouble or nothing, but I was at the counter at a New Days in the station, and I had all my stuff in my bag. I was trying to figure things out, but I was also dressed in all black, dressed in dark clothes, and I had a mask up to here. And I was thinking about it, like in the States, like if we were in I know some places you go into the Chinese clothing store, we'll just say Chinese clothing store, and then looking at you, like, okay, he's going down this aisle, he's going down that aisle, are you here to buy something? Like, come on.
Oh,
like,
gosh.
I come to this store over here in Windsor, next to Ocean State Job Lot. I'm gonna blow up the name of the store because they don't deserve it. But I come here all the time. I grew your family. Look how many kids you got in there, and you gonna look at me like I'm in here trying to steal something from y'all? Come on, now I'm your greatest patron. All right, but I was at the counter right there at the New Days, and I know this is a different context. This is Japan or whatever, and I'm standing at the counter. I'm trying to figure out how to, like, I went to the cash register first, and she was bringing something up. I was like, oh, nah, I'm good. I'm just gonna go over here and use the sweeping machine. But I'm an old man, so I'm fumbling around trying to find my little card so I can swipe it through the thing. And the lady behind me is just like, oh, do you need some help? Do you need some? Did you with this guy? And the person's coming from in front of me, and she was like, yeah, all you gotta do is put your card right here. And I'm like, no, I'm good. Back up. Daijoubu. Like, I'm good. All right, I'm good. Do you need a bag? No, I don't need a bag. And I got all this stuff. I'm just, leave me alone. It was great. It was great. Gosh. But I know that they're already thinking, okay, foreigner walks in, he doesn't speak any Japanese, and now he's at the machine that I don't know how to explain in his language. Confessions. Life is a struggle sometimes. Sometimes, but you know what? Sometimes you got to do right. Be happy. Yeah. That's what it comes down to. I'm reminded
of one thing that so my wife's a big fan of was it Kirsten Bell? The voice of Anna from Frozen.
Okay.
Right?
I didn't know she was a famous voice, but okay.
Yeah. She's in a lot of stuff. Yeah. But she said something that resonated with me. Because she went through some stuff. Like she lost a loved one, and all she could do was just cry in anguish and think about doing the next best thing.
Let it
and
go.
It's also a song in Frozen 2. No, it's actually a song in Frozen 2. It's called The Next Best Thing.
Oh.
And she just really resonated with that. And it's like, all you can do is like when you're going through these emotions and these situations, you know, whether or not you get in trouble for trying to rob a bank that you didn't know you were trying to do, or you're sitting at a convenience store card reader, you know, once you get through the situation, you can only do the next best thing.
Which is?
Well, that's on you. And that's on you and your moral compass. You know, you can't sit in your mess. You have to say, all right, well, you know what? Maybe today I don't feel like going to work, but I'm going to take a shower. I'm going to take these small steps. You know, the next best thing. What can I do? What can I do?
Just think right there when you in the mess, because you just realized, you know, you stepped into the wrong thing. You don't wallow in it and, you know, stand there smelling it. You realize it's on the bottom of your shoe and you do the next best thing.
You wipe it off.
You gotta wipe it or walk in the right ways, in the right grass or something. Like get that thing off your foot. Right? So ain't everybody got to smell it for the rest of the day. You're not gonna wallow in it. Yeah? That makes a lot of sense. Do the next best thing from there. Well, the next best thing is I got to take care of my wife, man. It's that time.
Okay. Do it.
It's time for some healing. It's been a rough month, you know. But you know, we're on the right foot, and yeah, I'm looking forward to spending this time and space in another time and place 1 week from now with my boy Ace.
Hey. I'm gonna be on Cross Culture next week. I'm gonna be hosting, so definitely look for me on YouTube. Cross X Culture, all one word, and we'll be happy to have you.
All right, that's all it is for today. Go ahead and listen in to the podcast. Go back over some of the references that we mentioned. If you can resonate, leave a comment and subscribe. It's your boy TPC Japan signing out, saying that's what it is.
Until next time, stay prayed up and be blessed.
All right. Whoa. There are two buttons that say in the broadcast. This is the